Hello, hello. See if this works. I'm just testing it out. It's been a while since I've been online. I got my potato cam going, so just seeing what's happening. Bit of a delay. Hello, hello. Alright, so that seems to be working. Alright, so anyone who comes along, checks out the channel, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is Cambler on Comics. I'm Cambler. We've got a cash money goal of $0, so we've achieved that tonight, so that's fucking awesome. Anyway, I just like comics, talk about comics. What more do you need to know? Anyway, so I got my monthly haul today. I live in Australia, obviously, by the weird accent, so it takes a while to get comics, and yeah, so I got to order them online, and it takes. I'm a little bit behind, but forget about it. All right, so first off, let's go. A bit of a special event. We got the Deadpool and the Batman. So this is that cover that I got. I'm too scared to take these out of the wrapper. I've read them, but I don't want to take them in and out too much. So look at that. That is awesome. I love this cover. You know, it's the Hulk 340 with Wolverine homage. There was a lot of talk online. The Rob Liefeld, friend of the channel, was talking up all the Deadpool and Batman crossover, and a lot of people going, "Oh, it's a rip-off." Oh no, it was something else they were talking about, but I digress. But no, the Bob Liefeld, he's been talking a lot about the Deadpool and Batman, and rightly so, because it is pretty cool. But I felt this one was a bit lacking. Like, there's a lot of cool short stories or whatnot in there, but it just, with these two characters, man, you could have done so much more. Could have made like a 8-part little mini series, and really that would have smashed. Like, it would have smashed out the covers. Would have got collectors going after him. I know I would have followed it all if it had like a cool story that, you know, followed it over, not just what we got. It was a bit I was a bit disappointed. So, but anyway, I might just have a bit of a play here. I'm new to streaming because I don't know, I've only mucked around with this channel. I do like comics and that, and I haven't really gotten right into talking about it online. Excuse me. So it's yeah, I want to do it a bit more consistently. Maybe once a month, just live stream, just talking about comics. So if anyone stumbles upon the channel and enjoy comics as well, you know, just chatting about that. I'm a bit of a writer myself, so I want to eventually get into writing my own comics, as every other YouTuber does, which mixed results at best. So yeah. Anyway, be that as it may, no, I just enjoy comics, so I'll probably maybe do. I don't know if I should do videos or just live stream, talking about what I've collected, what I like, what I don't like, that sort of thing. So there are some great comics coming out now recently, and I'll just do that. So I might just quickly put this out on Twitter, see if anyone is interested. So yeah, but anyway, we'll see what happens. It's like 6:30 in Australia in the PM. So I don't know what time that is in the States. So probably no one's awake. So yeah. Anyway, let's just have a bit of a good time. Have a bit of a chat about what I'm into. Hopefully someone else would come along and say, yep, they're into that as well. So yeah, so first cab off the rank was just the Deadpool Batman cover. So there's like a shit ton of goddamn variant covers. It's like the 90s all over again with the chromium covers. Like you can't just buy one book, you got to buy 10 different copies. I think literally, well, the next one, how about we go here? The series I've been doing, the Transformers by the Skybound version. Which side am I on? Yeah. So Skybound's Transformers, distributed by Image. So that's issue 24 that I'm up to. 25 is coming out soon. Robert Kirkman's gonna take that over, and as a bit of a aspiring writer, I think Robert Kirkman is someone to look up to. Like, he's done a phenomenal job building up an empire on comics. Just great storytelling and great comics. Excuse me. But anyway, as I was complaining about before, the amount of variant covers today is a bit frustrating, because literally I think there's 100 variants for Transformers #1, which is just ridiculous. It just dilutes the market, really. I mean, there are a lot of cool covers and all different. I admit I've got like 3 or 4. I got this is great YouTube. So I'll pick this bad boy up. Yeah, so I'm part of the problem. Just keep buying goddamn #1. I picked this up on eBay pretty cheap, actually. Hopefully I beat the rush before everyone goes banana trying to get all their stuff CGC. This is the only CGC thing I got. I'm not a big fan of it. I prefer reading them, holding them. But the this Transformers run, Daniel Warren Johnson, that comes to an end in 24, and it was a great story. Brutal. I mean, I'm a Gen 1 kid. I actually saw the movie in the theatre, and seeing Wheeljack's corpse as a 6-year-old still haunts my dreams. Yeah, so when Transformers go, oh yeah, cool, alright, different take, because that IDW one was a bit Dreamwave the art was awesome, but I thought, alright, I'll give, it came out, it's like, yep, alright, I'm going to get back into comics, I'm going to check it out, because I've been out of comics for ages. And man, this broke my heart. It's just brutal. There's a lot of suplexing going on, and a lot of wrestling moves, which is I was like, what the fuck? God damn, son. It was, it's brutal. It's heartbreaking. The art, people like complain about the art. I've seen online people like complaining about it. But it's like very, I don't know if you can pick it up on the potato cam. I might just take it out. But it is a brutal story, and it's frantic. There's so much going on, and I think the art reflects that. And art, it's part of the storytelling, so it should reflect that. And I think they've done a phenomenal job with this Transformers run, so I'm quite astonished. Starscream's my, as a kid, he was my favourite Decepticon. Honestly, there was so much more character development in one episode of the G1 cartoons than all the Michael Bay films. All the Muppets going, oh, Bay form, forget about it, you got no idea. But yeah, it's like the frantic. You pick this up. too glossy. Like the frantic pace and everything's like of all the action, and just kablam, forget about it. Sorry, I'm dribbling shit, but yeah, you just tell like on this like the brutality of it, and yeah. So the art, I think the art reflects the story, and yeah, I recommend it. So if you haven't picked up the singles, I'd go check out the trade paperbacks. I know some people prefer that. I don't know. I'm a floppy guy. I prefer following the story each month. Yeah, so it's up to you. But if you like it or not, let me know. Be interesting to talk to other people about Transformers. So I'm just trying to put fucking goddamn. Gotta put the thing in the. And nowadays they've got all the sticky stuff, so you've got to be careful you don't stick the comic. Oh goddamn. Maybe I shouldn't have opened it up. It's gone down in value. I'll never recover. I'm gonna have to buy 3 other variants now to make up for 5th printings. Maybe not. Who gives a shit? Anyway. Alright. So what else have we got here? Alright, so in the EU universe, which I have to say it's just been awesome. It's actually brought me back into comics. So I was a bit and ahhing about it. You know, as an adult I have disposable income. Back in the day as a kid, you know those trolleys that have like the 20-cent little slot you put the money in? Boom. I'd run around the shopping centre grabbing all them, looking at coins on the ground, just scrimping and saving, just doing whatever just to get goddamn comics. Now I got a disposable income. Instead of being like $1.25, they're like $10 each. So that's the brutality of it. I don't know if it's like in the States, you know, $4 or $5 a comic, but yeah, that's just the reality in Australia. Is like at least 10. You'd be lucky to get, you know, $10 a special edition. You're looking at, you know, 13 or whatnot. But I guess that's the industry now. They've gone away from that mass-produced paper print style of distribution to having the stores carry all the risk. But yeah. Anyway, but I digress. Next one I got is sticking with the EU, the Void Rivals. Yeah, that's Robert Kirkman writing. So that was a bit of a out of nowhere when the Jetfire first appeared in issue 1. Actually managed to score issue 1 and 2 recently on a recent trip to Newcastle. Excuse me. Yeah, but Void Rivals, I recommend it. It is a fun read. It all ties in the whole Energon universe in a different way. You know, they're having all the G1 movie stars sort of having their own adventure, like Springer and Hot Rod out on a different planet, and tying in the origins of Energon and whatnot. So it's a cool story and a lot of action in it. And saying that, the G.I. Joe, I loved G.I. Joe as a kid. The G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, goddamn, Voltron, the works, you know. But this, I've been umming and ahhing about dropping G.I. Joe. It's hasn't been living up to the hype, or the hype that I think it should have. I don't know. It's just not like when it first came out with the Cobra Commander. and Duke, Destro, the miniseries, that was awesome. The Scarlet one was the drizzling shits, in my opinion. I don't know. It just the story. I just didn't much care for it. And but the other ones setting up that EU universe, I thought they were really good. They were awesome. But this old GI Joe line at the moment, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. There's just something about it. But I'm an adult crying about fucking comic books. Who gives a shit? Like, no, yeah, it's GI Joe. It might pick up. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let me know what you think. If what GI Joe's worth, keep on trucking with that. Who knows? Anyway, now something totally different. Now, growing up, I was a Marvel guy, the X-Men, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, and then Eric Larson, the Image Boys, I guess you could say, Todd McFarlane as well, that style. I was, big X-Men, Deadpool, and all that. So I wasn't big on the DC, but this absolute Batman run, I jumped on board when it first came out. It's like, all right, this is it. This is a great jumping on point. The absolute line, the Batman. Now I did grab the Superman and Wonder Woman, and I was like, nah, doesn't work for me, brother. But this chunky boy, the absolute Batman, that's what you want. Just a kick-ass big motherfucker that's just plowing through motherfuckers, and then he's coming up against a bigger son of a bitch in absolute Bane, which has been described as an abomination by the creators of Bane. But this absolute universe, it's meant to be over the top. That's what comic books are. They're meant to be over the top. Like, they're not meant to be realistic. Like, it's just over the top action, just cool, just kicking ass, and just awesome in every way. And I've really been enjoying this absolute Batman run by Scott Snyder. He's a great writer as well. I mean to check out the rest of his earlier stuff, but it's like I said before, it's hard to get sort of stuff, like maybe like get trade paperback stuff online. But in the meantime, this absolute Batman, I recommend it. It's just awesome. So and now for the big thing. Now this is something that I've been wanting to check out. Now, as I mentioned him before, Rob Liefeld, the friend of the channel, on his YouTube channel, he did an interview with David Finch, who is a phenomenal artist. And what I'm talking about is, in collaboration with Robert Kirkman, is Skinbreaker. Now, this news story, the interview that Rob did with David Finch, they were talking about how long, when the project started, and it started back in 2016. So this has been going on for a while. If this was an indie comic, people will be crying about late books, but this has been in the works for quite a while. So I believe there's 8 issues in total in the miniseries. It's just, I don't know if the potato cam can do it justice. I got a scan on the side there, like little image. I don't know if I can move me around. How about we just shrink down? How about I go up there? How does that sound? Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, like you can see the art, the detail that's gone into this, and the years of dedication that's come to make this, and the coloring and I don't know, probably won't pick it up, but Skinbreaker #1. If you get a chance to check it out, then I recommend you go check it out. The story. So Robert Kirkman, as we know, hugely successful writer, like ridiculously successful. The Invincible, Walking Dead, Transformers now, Void Rivals, all the big. I don't know if he's made billions yet or what, but so he's written this Skinbreaker one, and yeah, so he's got David Finch locked in a basement just drawing. I think for the last, I don't know how many years he's just been drawing away, but just the level of detail that he's put into it, I think it is going to redefine what comic book art should be or could be, or the pinnacle of what it is. So I know there's a lot of former professional artists out there that fundraising, Kickstarters and indie. Oh, God. Sorry, the throat. You get the coof once and he's just ruined. Yeah, thanks, China. But yeah, the Skinbreaker, I don't know what else to tell you. Just do yourself a favour, go check it out. It is awesome. So, being the first issue, the story just establishing a couple of the characters, the stakes involved, the society, the conflicts, who's who in the zoo sort of thing, and it sort of ends on that little bit of a cliffhanger. So the story sort of starts slow, but it's a bit tropey, but tropes are there for a reason, like help get the story kicking off. So I recommend that. Like if you can get yourself a Treasury edition, because from that interview with Rob Liefeld, he was saying, David Finch was saying, we draw it on the big boards and just got lost in the detail. The normal comic book size probably doesn't do it justice. The level of the art, the detail in the art sort of shrinks it down. So if you get yourself a Treasury edition, the big boys, they'll really bring the art to life. But anyway, I don't have much else to say. Like they're the main things that I picked up, so I recommend all them. If you're interested in that or other things, let me know in the comments if you're catching this on the replay. And just just spending a few minutes just dribbling shit, just trying to get the reps up, learn how to stream. I don't know if I should just do videos or just talk about comics, because there's so many comic channels that go into such more detail and whatnot, and you got all bigger personalities and interviews and whatnot, and that'd be cool to be able to talk to other creators, like I'm like one of them. Yeah, but you get what I mean. Like the brains behind the comics and the stories that we love. It'd be cool to pick the brain, to understand, where do you get your ideas from? Never ask a creative that. That's a surefire way to get your ass kicked. But yeah. But anyway, so I think that might be it for the moment. I've got nothing else to add. But if you enjoyed this rambling, or you didn't, just leave a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you thought. If you're picking up any other books, what books do you recommend? Another one I want to start getting is Conan, the Titan press, doing a great, phenomenal run on Conan. I've been reading that. I've got to put my name down for that, get that on the pull list. But anyway, but I digress. Oh, till next time. Yeah, keep it real safe.